Messages from Shaltazar. A new dawn beckons, the divine pathway of awareness and choice. Greetings, dear ones. We are Shaltazar, the Gavish Banenu, the energy of 33, the Master Teacher, and the energy of 44, the Master Healer. Once again, we come forth to remind you that you are living in a time of great change. It is not random, it is not chaotic by accident, and it is certainly not a mistake. The turbulence, the uncertainty, the crumbling of the old, and the surging of the new are all part of a grander divine plan that your human mind cannot yet fully comprehend. But know this, you have not been left helpless amidst the shifting sands. Within you lies the seed of transformation, the spark of your own liberation. The first step, dear ones, is awareness. Awareness is the light that shines into the hidden recesses of your being. It illuminates the programs you have been running, the patterns you have been repeating, often without your conscious consent. Awareness brings forth the realization that much of what you have thought, felt, and done was conditioned into you. You were not born with hatred, fear, or limitation. You were born imbued with the goodness, purity, and love of the Source itself. The darkness that sometimes arises within humans is not of their true nature, but rather a shadow born of their life experiences. And know this, dear ones, the darkness can be healed, transformed, and brought back into the light of your original divine essence. Thus, we invite you to heighten your awareness not through the filters of media, politics, fear, or even the well-meaning advice of others, but through your direct connection to the invisible world. As you attune your heart and your senses to the subtle energies around you, you will begin to perceive what is true beyond the noise, the illusions, and the distortions of your world. You may wonder, dear ones, how to cultivate this sacred awareness more deeply. Begin by slowing down. In a world obsessed with speed and distraction, the path to greater consciousness is carved through stillness. Pause often throughout your day. Breathe deeply and intentionally. Observe without judgment the sensations within your body, the emotions that move through you, and the thoughts that drift across the canvas of your mind. Spend time in nature, for the earth speaks the language of the divine with no need for words. Watch the dance of the trees, the flowing of the water, the flight of the bird, and you will remember a rhythm that is ancient and true. Engage in practices that bring you into the present moment. Meditation, sacred movement, conscious walking, mindful listening. These are not merely human activities. They are portals to the infinite, doorways through which awareness can expand and consciousness can awaken. We also encourage you to inquire within. Ask yourself often, is this thought mine, or has it been given to me? Does this belief serve the highest expression of who I am? Am I acting from habit or from choice? Such questions are keys that unlock the prison of unconscious living. And above all, dear ones, trust your feelings, not the reactive emotions born of fear and conditioning, but the deep, quiet knowing that resides within your sacred heart. This knowing is your compass, your beacon, your guiding star. And once awareness is ignited, the next sacred gift emerges: choice. Free choice, a magnificent endowment given to you by the Source itself. Unlike the creatures of the natural world who move according to instinct alone, you, dear ones, have been gifted with the sacred capacity to choose consciously, to alter your path with the light of awareness, and to shape your destiny through the courage of your awakened will. You are not bound to repeat what your parents did. You are not enslaved to the patterns of your culture, your lineage, or your history. With the light of awareness burning within you, you see, perhaps for the first time, that you have the authority to say no more. You can choose kindness where there was judgment. You can choose compassion where there was anger. You can choose trust where there was fear. As you continue to choose from this expanded awareness, your vibration begins to shift. Your very presence begins to alter the energetic field around you. Each choice made in love, each decision rooted in truth, sends ripples through the fabric of the collective consciousness. Thus, the change you foster within becomes the catalyst for the change in others. A single conscious act, dear ones, reverberates farther than you can perceive. Your courage to awaken, to act from awareness rather than unconsciousness, creates unseen waves that touch the hearts of others, inviting them to awaken too. It is not the loudest voice that brings forth the new earth, but the most authentic, the most luminous, the most steadfast in love. Change, true change, substantial change, begins within. It is not born from the marching in the streets, nor the shouting of slogans, nor even the rebellion against the old. Change sprouts in the unseen moments when one soul chooses to be different, to think differently, to act differently, even when no one is watching. It grows when you choose to align your actions with the whisperings of your higher self rather than the clamor of the world around you. Yet we understand and we acknowledge that with the heightening of awareness can come discomfort. As the veils fall away, you may feel exposed, vulnerable, even overwhelmed. Many turn back at this point, seeking the false comfort of the old illusions. But we encourage you to remain steadfast, for beyond the discomfort lies the empowerment you have been seeking for lifetimes. We remind you that you are never alone in this journey. You have access to guides, to higher wisdom, to your soul family beyond the veil. Call upon us. Call upon the divine. Trust your heart's knowing more than the swirling chaos of the world's voices. Anchor yourself in your inner sanctuary, and you will navigate these times with grace. As you awaken, As you choose, as you change, you become a living example for others. Your light becomes contagious. Your courage inspires, not by preaching, not by forcing, but by being. By embodying the change you wish to see, you create the resonance that calls others forth into their own awakening. Dear ones, the world is not changed by masses alone. It is changed by individuals who dare to remember who they truly are and who live from that remembrance in each choice, each word, each action. Awareness, choice, change. This is the sacred trinity of transformation. It begins with you. It begins now. We bring you this message from a place of love. Our love for you is unconditional and everlasting. Remember, healing and transformation are not instant events. They are journeys of becoming. Each conscious choice you make strengthens the flame of your inner light. As you sit with the discomfort, as you embrace your growing awareness, as you choose differently again and again, you weave a new fabric of existence for yourself and the generations that will follow. And so it is, and so it shall be.